We start with the filters as we said last time. The word is active. The active filter essentially stands for the word there is an active device during filtering. So some property of an active device has been used. Otherwise we shall see soon that even a normal RC or LRC filters can do as much a good job as otherwise, but why active we will see later. Typical filter requirements as I shown you last day was we have 4 kinds of filter we may use. One is something which passes almost everything except up to a frequency, we call it low pass. Something which passes all of it from starting from some frequency below which it is nothing is passed, so it is called high pass. You are allowed to pass between 2 frequencies the signal, but otherwise block everywhere or do not pass anything there, here or here, and finally you are passing everywhere except some band of frequencies. Okay. So these band reject, band pass, high pass and a low pass. These are the 4 filters which we will be using in any of the circuits which you will use in your whole career. Okay, we are right now, as the word filter says, does not say whether it should be analog filter or it can be a digital filter. You can actually have either kind of them. Okay. Normally even if I am doing a digital filter, we actually convert partly to digital in a halfway and what we call switch capacitor filters. These are essentially digital filters but actually copy out most of the analog functions. Okay. So the basic filtering still could be said to be an analog filter. Okay. Of course there are many digital interesting filter. Your signals and system theory and communication system theory will deal with many more of them later in your career or later in your classes. Here is a typical low pass filter shown to you. Maybe I will center it out first. Yeah. This is typically ideal filter. This is what I am expecting ideally. Okay. But when I actually pass through any active filtering system, what I see is till certain frequency called omega p, certainly the transfer function does not show a constant value but ripples up, that is keeps on changing and till this point which is essentially a pole, okay, which is essentially a pole. At this point the gain starts falling or the transfer function starts falling its value because that is a pole we said, and ideally it should have reached to 0 at this point, but it did not. It actually crossed that point and before it actually settles to 0 again ripples, okay, again ripples. So the way we defined is, this is of course called the ripple which is passing through, and we may assume it is a universal one frequency ripple. In real life that also is not true, ripple itself will have different components, but right now assume single frequency ripples. Ideally what did we want? We want flat response here and sharp fall there. This is ideally a filter, low pass filter was asking for. What we are essentially getting a fixed value and plus ripple up to a frequency where the pole starts, that band we call pass band. That means where the transfer function is such that everything is passing. Beyond this, depends on the number of poles, this may be 20 dB down, 40 dB down or 60 dB down, whatever it is, the values start going down, and when it reaches the so called ideal filter value, we essentially say that we have reached, there is a band between the pass band and before everything becomes 0, let us say, this band is called transition band. That means from high to low the frequency range is called transition band. Ideally do we really need transition band? Ideally we want transition band should be 0, okay, that is what ideally we are looking, but what we are seeing in real life, there is a transition band, there is a fall time or fall this up to which it will keep falling. Beyond this we would have expected something to become constant, but it did not, but it also ripples and maybe finally it settles to the value which you are expecting. The band in which nothing is passed as per the low pass requirement, we call it stop band. So for any low pass filter we are interested in what is the ripple magnitude, ripple frequency, what is the expected pass band you are getting, what is the transition band you are getting, and what is the stop band you are getting. And of course, as I say, ripple frequency itself will be varying, but assume right now it is single frequency ripple occurs. So this is a definition for any filter this. So ideally for a low pass I expect A max be 0, okay, that means this should have come here. I want transition band frequency omega, this low minus omega p should be as 0 as possible, and again this A max be 0. Ideally this is what was expected, and if that occurs we say we have an ideal low pass filter. If you look at the other band pass requirement, it is similar. A typical good band pass filter would have expected to have this transition between this frequency and this frequency. The transfer function should have value which is constant and everything is passing, okay. Below this frequency we do not want anything to pass, so we say lower stop band. Beyond this frequency nothing should pass, we say it is upper stop band. So there is a lower side stop band and upper stop band, in between there is a pass band. However, in real life this is not starting from here, it actually again ripples and some kind of a Gaussian function one gets, or rather signum function it gets, and then that means beyond this value stop band is, I mean pass band is this, but there is a ripple over it here, then it goes down. So there is a pole, there is a somewhere 0 starting here, there is a pole going down, and one can say it again ripples before it actually reaches to 0, okay. So essentially in our design what are we expected to do, that where it starts, where it ends, and what is this ripple magnitude is going to be. Is that clear? That is what we must do, and what should we do? Minimize them as much as possible. Same way this is some transition band, there is a transition band, I also want transition band to be as close to 0 as is possible. We already said that this band pass filter is essentially a combination of low pass and high pass. If I say this is my FL and if I say this is my FH, please remember I repeat listen, that is why I gave the name separately. This is my FL and this is my FH, that means first there is some high pass starts and then there is a low pass starts. So in between both are passing, and so then the band pass. If I separate the upper frequency, if I make this as FH and if I make that as FL, that means low pass followed by after certain frequency high pass, there is a frequency band in which nothing is passing, so we say it is a band reject. So basic design of a filter is essentially this and this is just a setting of the frequencies to suit your band pass or band reject requirement. So in design, of course in this course we should have done all of them, time is not enough, so we will only do one good low pass and one good high pass, and if we get that then we say okay, this is the circuit which can be then manipulated to create a band pass as well as a band reject filter. Now having showed you this is my requirement and this is what ideally and non-ideally I am going to get, I want to come closer to ideal. But before we go to active networks, I just want to see a network itself, okay, normal network itself. We have done this earlier as well. If you have a RC network, okay, one R and one C, okay. If I take a transfer function of this V0 by Vns, which is 1 upon Cs upon 1 upon Cs plus R, which is 1 plus RCS, or it can be written as 1 upon 1 by RC. If I define a frequency, cutoff frequency as 1 upon RC, this is nothing but 1 upon S by omega 0. What does that mean? There is a pole in negative half minus omega 0, and if I plot the Bode plot, therefore at this the gain will start falling. Okay. So a simple RC network actually acts like a which filter? Low pass filter. Now one can think little interestingly. If you see now, ideally I wanted this sharp fall, is that correct? I must, all my design, why I am doing active filters, all my, in any passive filter this is going to occur, is that clear? So what I say, can I do some mischief, okay, or close to this, I come closer to ideal, and the active part should help me in getting these as close to the ideal value as is possible. If I do that, then I will actually create a filter which is close to ideal low pass. So why active part is necessary? Because I want to shift the slope down actually. If I do so, something else may happen, I will say whether I can tolerate that or not, I will check that, but at least I want fall to be as sharp as possible. Let us say it is 120 dB down at this point, okay. Is that clear? So it will sharp very sharply, okay. Is that clear? So essentially I am trying to see, I have done this pole 0 theory, and I am now started looking, some way there should be multiple poles coming there, okay. If they occur at very close space or the same point, then my fall can be. But if I look at the other filter equivalence of this, which is interesting, okay. So basically a active low pass filter ideally could be a RC circuit as I just now did, followed by a voltage follower, is that correct? Followed by a voltage follower. So whatever is the voltages here will be transferred here because it is a voltage follower. So this is the easiest way of making a low pass filter. We have not seen its transfer function so far, so we do not know whether it is going closer to ideal, but this should do as a low pass filter with an active device. What is the purpose of follower here? If any load occurs at the capacitor, it will load that out. This buffer will separate your input response from the output loads, is that clear? That is why I put a buffer in, okay, which is my voltage follower. By doing this, I am still achieving 1 upon RC kind of requirements, and I am getting low pass with of course 20 dB down gain falling, okay. I can do similar thing for, and as I say high pass is just the opposite of low pass, then I say okay, replace R by C and C by R wherever there, so I put a C here, R here, again derive this transfer function which I get S by omega 0 upon S by omega 0 plus 1, where 1 upon RC is omega 0. Now you see how many things are happening here, how many poles are there and how many zeros are there. There is a 0 at S is equal to 0 itself, and there is a pole at S is equal to minus omega 0, is that clear? So there is a 0 and there is a pole. So till omega 0, which will dominate? The 0 will start dominating, is that correct? So initially what could occur, you can see from here, 20 dB, 0 means 20 dB per decade rise, so it starts rising, okay. At the pole, what is the fall should be? Minus 20 dB, but what is it rising already with 0? Plus 20 dB. So at this point onwards, 20 minus 20, 0 dB, gain becomes, or output function becomes constant. Is that high pass requirement? At frequency above 1 upon RC, I want transfer function to have unity value or no attenuation, it just passes out inputs, is that correct? So how do I create in this case? You have a CR here pass through a follower, and this will act like a high pass filter. This is 0, this is 0 and pole together constant, okay. So obviously now one thing you must have got from there, if I have a low pass, I would avoid zeros, is that correct? Actually 0 should be at infinite, okay. If I am looking for high pass, I will bring 0 wherever I want flatness to start. Is that clear? So that means I have now a trick that if I have a s in the numerator, I am creating 0, s plus something also, but s is in the numerator, and s plus something in the denominator. If that kind of function I create, then what I will create? High pass. If only 1 upon s plus something I create, I will create a low pass. Is that point clear? This is the trick of filtering, that okay, create properly zeros and poles such that you actually achieve low pass and high pass values. Okay. The only thing trick is how much to get, whether this value should be 1 or greater, it should have gain function. If I want a gain function, what should I do? I should do actually a R here, then it will also give me some gain out of it. Like a normal amplifier, I may amplify it also. Okay. Now these tricks are always played in many of the filter designs. But using this, what is the main problem we saw? That 20 dB is the all that we could get in. You cannot have fast rise or fast falls. Okay. So this, though this is a filter, low pass, high pass can be always realized by this. Try yourself one and you will see, yes, it will cut off somewhere and it will show you, but the response will not be closer to ideal. But why should you always have ideal? Yeah, the reason is, okay, so there is something you must remember, many circuits do not mind, for example, that it should actually be cut off completely. As far as anyway it is like a noise going on a diffam ladder, so anyway I do not care very much what happens, but if I do care it's single ended system, I will worry about it. So depending on the what is going to dry or where from the next stage will be, your choice may not be, you should not see that I should have a ripple or should not have. Now way I have figured out, and that is whole work today, and not necessarily I will complete, I have figured out basically if I see a function as I am getting, I know any conic section, take any conic section, okay, straight line, parabola, hyperbola, circle, ellipse, or for that matter any curve for that matter, can always be represented by a very simple functions. What is that function is called? Polynomials. If I write a0 plus a1x plus a2x square up to n polynomials, I assure you that any curve can be fitted. Okay. It may require 1000 terms to actually get closer to the curve you are looking for. It is a fit function technique. So I figured out that if I can generate some functions which also gives to be like those zeros and poles which I am looking, then I can have this equivalent of a filter. I repeat what I said. I create a polynomial or I create a function whose numerator and denominator looks like zeros and poles, but their values can be tailored, then I can say I am right now creating a filter for that function. Is that correct? Because that response will be something closer to filter. Is that correct? This is the technique which most designers or most circuits in the analog we use, that we actually create some kind of a known functions whose values mathematically we can derive and then try to fit it on those on a circuit and we say how close we are getting. Okay. These two filters which we shall see little later, one is called Butterworth filter, the other is called Chebyshev filters. Why I am showing you? Because in Butterworth filter the ripple can be minimized. What is the advantage of a Butterworth filter? That the ripples are very small and therefore it is called maximally flat. Maximally flat. So all Butterworth filters are so designed that their ripples are very zero or close to small value or zero kind. It is a flat here. Okay. But the price I pay because of the function I am using to create the ripple 0 or ripple small, there will be a transition band. Is that correct? There will be a transition band. If I want to reduce transition band, then I will say the number of poles which I require higher and higher, that number of, remember each pole will require, let us say one circuit of this kind, equivalently saying, I just now showed you, each pole requires one such circuit. If there are n poles, I will require n such circuits. So I figure out that if I use a Butterworth filter, then I can maximize flatness, but to reduce this transition band I may require larger number of poles. Is that correct? On the contrary, Chebyshev filters are more in this, they say we cannot reduce very much the ripple, okay, but for a smaller number of poles I can reduce the transition band. Is the two difference clear? In the maximally flat filters, Butterworth filters, the ripple is smaller, very small. At the cost, if I want to reduce the transition band, I will require larger number of poles or larger number of sections as I call. Okay. In the case of Chebyshev, I say I cannot reduce this very much, I will tolerate ripple, okay, but for a smaller number of poles I will give better transition, or at least same transition I would have got in Butterworth, okay, with a smaller number. What is the advantage of smaller number of sections or smaller poles as circuit is smaller numbers? What is the cost? Cost reduces. If your number of sections goes down, the price goes down, but price going down at what cost? The ripple. Is that correct? So if you want a very good filter, then you pay price, okay, higher price. Is that correct? So maximally flat filters will require larger sections but will clear much less ripples. Is that correct? This is something all designers must keep in mind. Kitna paisa jeb mein hai? All IC designers are always told that anything I use, because we have a silicon area, known area, let us say few millimeters by few millimeters, say 1 centimeter at best I may have both sides, so many million transistors I am putting. If I do not put additional hardware, I can put something else there. Is that clear? That means the price of silicon is very high, area, silicon area. What is in equivalently we say, like in Mumbai we say it is a real estate, silicon is a real estate. Any small micron by micron you throw, you are losing money, okay. So whole trick in integrated circuit designs are how to minimize area or increase density. Is that correct? So if you are doing the same function with larger circuit, oh yeah, it will do better, but you paid price, high price for that, okay. So one must understand, some chips we sell very heavily at high price. If someone like young man says I want exactly this filter, this should do this, ठीक है भैया आपको 10 गुना ज़्यादा पैसा देगा, आपको दे देंगे. This man says no, I don't have only this much money, थोड़ा सा मैं tolerate करता हूँ. So the trick of design is what is the customer wants, okay. So in all our engineering, this part is never explained till maybe graduate, of course dual degree we will learn in 4th year. We are never telling that all this our theory etc. is as good as the money in your pocket, okay. That is it, okay. So this has to be understood why we learn all the tricks, because we do not know what customer at the end will give me a response. We say इतने में करना है, तो ऐसे ही मिलेगा सर. Okay, so I have now suggest you, here is a circuit active filter which is a generalized 2-pole filter, okay. How many, what do you mean by 2 poles? How many capacitor RC should be? 2 RCs, okay. This is generalized. Why I say generalized? What does that mean? Generalized means all 4 filters should be can be created out of this. Is that clear? Generalized. I never say it is low pass, high pass, band pass. From this circuit, by proper choice of the Y1s and Y2s and Y3s and Y4, I should be able to create low pass, high pass, band reject. Is that clear to you? What is the advantage of such generalized network then? Because this is one time created, any user during design can just manipulate this and say okay, here is a low pass. So he does not, what is the other cost on design? Do you know what is the cost of design is? The time taken by so many engineers, or called man years or man hours, is the cost. Larger the circuit redesigned by you every block, then it will be costly every time. So if I have a ready-made block which can be manipulated to create different things, I have saved a lot of money. That is essentially called semi-custom. Something is prepared and used again and again. So this is something equivalence of a semi-custom design. That means a generalized block can be configured as either low pass, high pass or any other. Is that clear to you? Why I shown to you? This is something which all designers should know. Analysis wise this is not very great, this is same as what low pass, high pass we did, but here is some analysis I will show you. I have an input V in to one of the it can be admittance or conductance, Y is G plus JB, Y is G is the conductance, B is susceptance, okay, admittance. So Y is equal to, as we said, Z is equal to R plus Jx, same way it is the opposite of that. So I say okay, here is a Y1 component, Y2 component, Y3 component in feedback. This is two feedback, this is our follower which I am not disturbing. Please remember this follower I have kept as it is. There is another feedback which I have brought here to output. Okay. Let us say Kirchhoff law, at node VA, what is the current entering? V in minus VA into Y1, is that correct? Is the current passing through YA? नेटवर्क थ्योरी सिंपल ट्रिवियल, यहाँ पर दो कौन से ब्रांच जा रहे हैं करंट्स के, फ्रॉम VA to VB and VA to V0, is that correct? These are two more branch currents, so branch current at VA must be 0, total current, so this current must be this plus this, so I write VA minus VB into Y2, VA minus V0 into Y3, they must be equal. Kirchhoff law at node VA, three currents summed up. Okay. Same way I sum at VB, okay. I say at node VB, VB minus VA, एक current इधर, एक current, और what is current here? No current, no current enters op amp, that property I used. So I say VB minus VA into Y2 equal to VB by Y4, VB into Y4. Okay, then the third equation I see it, since this is a follower, this is V0, but that should be same as VB, okay. By what is the, that is active part, did you get what is the active part I have used? Op amp properties have been used in actually writing the networks, is that correct? These equation I could not have written if I had not used op amp properties. What properties I used? Same, no current enters, same potentials, both properties I use, and I use this is a follower, okay. So I use this the property of op amp and then could write such equations. If I solve this, you solve yourself, though I have solved, but you solve yourself at the end. You can do analysis I did, just look at the final transfer function you write and verify. V0s by Vns, which is my, either you write Ts or you can also write Hs, whichever way you are writing, either T is the transfer function, okay. Normally I have been using H as the transfer function, but I do not know from wherever earlier I had taken there was a T, so I used T, okay. So maybe you call Hs. So I get y1 y2 upon y1 y2, this kind of function. Please note down this function, rest you do yourself. Y1 y2 upon y1 y2 plus y1 plus y2 plus y3 into y4. This is the transfer function I got for this circuit I have given there. Is that clear? Simple. So Kirchhoff law को solve करिए और ये expressions आप V0 by Vn is. I will now explain a specific example. Which filter do you want me to do? We will see little later, but let us do this example. Now in this I create the first y1 y2 I put it as R1 R2 and this y3 I4 I put as two capacitors. In our case G is 1 upon R and Y is Cs, okay, B rather, not, but y, these are Y only. This is capacitance, so Cs is the admittance of that and conductance of this is 1 upon R1 and 1 upon R2. This is the expression I just got for the transfer function G1 G2 upon G1 plus G2 plus SC4 G1 G2 SC3. So now you look at it, at S is equal to 0, what is the value of HS? Yeah, अभी वाला जो expression है, please remember all that I have done is I have substituted here the actual G's and C's. Okay. So I got G1 G2 upon G1 G2 plus SC4, G1 plus G2 plus SC3 is HS. Okay. At S is equal to 0, what is the value of transfer function? S0 है, S0 है, ये term चला गया, G1 G2 by G1 G2, so 1. What does that means? At S is equal to 0, there is already a transfer function has a value. 1 means it could be normalized to some other H0, so it has a value. Is that correct? So which filter I am looking for now? Initially there is a value. Which filter I am looking? Low pass. I have a value of the function of output gain available at this value. Is that clear? Now when S tends to infinity, so there is a S is equal to j omega, when omega tends to infinity, one can see the transfer function will go to 0. Is that correct? That means finally it is going to 0 that I see. It is 1 and finally it is going to 0. So ये कौन सा characteristic दिख रहा है? Low pass दिख रहा है. This is what we say. Initially value and then it is going towards 0. So obviously I am looking for a low pass. So can you now get this, that by just substituting here the proper values of this, I can create a low pass filter. How many poles you are seeing here? 2 poles. So at least fall will be better than one single pole system. Is that correct? It will be better than the single poles. अच्छा इसका हाई पास बनाना है तो क्या करना चाहिए? क्या करना चाहिए हाई पास के लिए? उल्टा कर दीजिए, जहाँ आर है वहाँ सी लगाइए, जहाँ सी है वहाँ आर लगा दीजिए और इट विल बिकम एन हाई पास फिल्टर. ओके, सो ये जनरलाइज फिल्टर समझ में आया? क्यों इसको लिया कि सिर्फ कैपेसिटेंस और रेजिस्टेंस यदि मैनिपुलेट किए गए तो आई कैन क्रिएट ए डिफरेंट फिल्टर ऑफ माई चॉइस ऑफ डिफरेंट कट ऑफ. वाई डिफरेंट? बिकॉज आर एंड सी इज इन माई वैल्यू, मेरे हाथ में. सो ये जनरलाइज सिस्टम समझ में आया क्यों करते हैं? क्योंकि पैसा बचा रहे हैं. But why it is not so good? Because it is now once made, at best you have only those 2 poles to manipulate. Additional उसमें कुछ नहीं है. Is that clear? You cannot actually get to this person requirement sharp चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं है. फिर ये इतना ही मिलेगा. Okay, so this tolerance of yours is how much will be depending on, as I said, how much money you keep in your pocket. Okay, that's the way it is. Okay, इसका मैंने solve करके दिखाया है. अब मैं ये बता रहा हूँ कि ये मैक्सिमली फ्लैट है क्या. लेट्स सी वेदर इट इज. सो आई रोट द ट्रांसफर फंक्शन एज इट इज. इसमें G1 में R लिखा है और ये S लिखा हुआ है, तो इसको मैंने इस ट्रांसफर फंक्शन को वन. इज इट क्लियर? व्हाट आई जस्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट G is 1 upon R and Y CS and I get this transfer function. If I manipulate it better and I give a definition that tau 3 is RC3, and let us assume R's are equal. My assumption is R's are equal, but I never said C's are equal. R's are equal, but C, why I do not want to make C's equal? Because then the time there will same poles will come. So I, okay, there are 2 different poles. One is related to RC3, the other related to RC4. So this is the transfer function I got. Please note down, HS is 1 upon 2R C4S plus C4 C3R square S square. कितने पोल्स हैं यहाँ पर? S square टर्म आ गया, यानी वहाँ पर 2 पोल्स हैं. If I define this, I can write Hj omega magnitude. इसका मैग्नीट्यूड रखोगे तो ये एक्सप्रेशन आता है. ये मैंने थोड़ा सा डायरेक्टली लिखा है. यू कैन ऑल्सो थिंक हाउ आई हैव रिटन. ओके, अच्छा इसका एक और मेथड है. 2 सेक्शन यदि मुझे करना है S स्क्वायर के तो क्या करना चाहिए? इसका पार्शियल फ्रैक्शन करिए, उसको सेपरेट भी मत करिए. 1 upon S minus A into 1 upon S minus B. ट्रांसफर फंक्शन की थ्योरी क्या है? गेन है. गेन कैसे लिखते हैं? A is equal to A1 into A2. इज दैट करेक्ट? सो एक ट्रांसफर फंक्शन बनाया, दूसरा ट्रांसफर फंक्शन बनाया, ये इससे यदि आउटपुट इसके नेक्स्ट को इनपुट को दिया तो प्रोडक्ट हो जाएगा. इज दैट पॉइंट क्लियर? I repeat, a transfer function H1 is using one pole, a transfer function H2 using second pole, is that correct? I can create two separate functions. Output of the first is given to the input, so the transfer function will get multiplied, so 1 upon S minus A into 1 upon into S minus B automatically will appear. So is that trick clear to you? Once you have two poles, you actually can create single pole sections and then keep output of that should be given to the next input, keep doing. So as many sections you will put, those many poles you can create, is that correct? If you put 7 sections, that is why a word I use sections, each one pole will create one section, I have a number of sections, so I can create as many poles I want, and the trick is they get always multiplied by H1, H2, H3, H4. This is the way we actually will implement higher pole functions. Anyway, इसका मैंने वैल्यू निकाला है और मैक्सिमली फ्लैट करने के लिए क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है, दैट d by this function with d omega should be 0. किसी इसका मैक्सिमा मिनिमा करने के लिए उसका डिफरेंशियल 0 करो, ये मैग्नीट्यूड है ना, तो फ्लैट रहना चाहिए, नो चेंज, सो नो चेंज, ऑफ कोर्स लेस देन ओमेगा 0 पर है. यदि इसको वैल्यू सॉल्व किया, ओके, I can get a condition tau 3 is tau t4 and c3 is 2c4. यदि ये कंडीशन मीट कर दिया मैंने तो मैक्सिमली फ्लैट सिचुएशन लाया जा सकता है. इज दैट पॉइंट क्लियर? I differentiated that below that cutoff and I say at this point if I want no ripple, then what should happen? If I meet these conditions, then I would say I am going to have a maximally flat situation. Is that correct? वो ripple का जो part है वो we can remove by actually choice of proper taus and seeds. Is that clear? Or rather seeds. C3 should be twice of C4 in our case. If we substitute back in normal function, the cutoff of this transfer function value will occur at 3 dB point. What do be 3 dB point means? Normally in Bode plot, what is this 3 dB point is? The corner. We start right there 20 dB, but in real life that is not the point where it starts, where 3 dB below it starts falling. It is a continuous curve, it is not. Bode, what did he suggest? That instead of that continuous curve, you actually make 2 points and then you say it is your cutoff point. So you can actually see, if I substitute here, this is 1 upon root 2 dB at omega equal to omega t4, 1 upon t4, that is the corner frequency of the Bode. Is that correct? So if I get the pole, you can see this, इसका solution मैंने आपको यहाँ दिखाई देता हूँ, 1 upon root t4, 1 upon root 2 rc4. बोर्डे में क्या लिखेंगे, या रूट 2 को छोड़ देंगे. Why? We said in real life actual curve will be something like this, sorry, and ये 3 dB है, isn't it? तो इसके ऊपर का R, so rc4, okay. So one can see that I can create a low pass, and how much is now fall will start from, because I made that condition tau 1 is 2 tau 4, right here the gain will start falling by how many dBs? 2 poles है ना वहाँ पर, एक पॉइंट पर 2 पोल ला दिए मैंने, शिफ्ट किए हैं, और under what condition? Under this condition the 2 poles are matching. Is that clear? And the maximally flat situation attained. So I got maximally flat falling down by 40 dB. So at least 20 dB के बजाय 40 तो कर दिया मैंने, थोड़ा तो स्टॉप ट्रांजिशन बैंड को शार्पर किया, कम किया मैंने. एंड ऑल्सो व्हाट डिड आई डू, फ्लैट किया. इसमें कितने सेक्शन लगे? 2 सेक्शन. और कुछ बढ़ाना है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा, एक और सेक्शन लगाओ. तो यदि आप इसको कभी ऐसा ही चाहते हैं तो नंबर ऑफ पोल्स शुड कीप ऑन इंक्रीजिंग, दैट मीन्स नंबर ऑफ सेक्शंस विल कीप ऑन इंक्रीजिंग. दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम विथ larger amount of money you spend on that. So ये Butterworth filter है बहुत powerful है, okay, but उसका अपना problem है कि it require larger section to make it sharper, okay. Now if I say I do not use that condition of maximally flat, then I must say can I get sharperness with a lower number of poles, and that I will call they are Chebyshev filters. We will come back to Butterworth in more details, but this theory has to be understood what we are really trying in design of a filter. Is that point clear? Please remember only two filters will design, low pass, high, okay. Last time मैं फिर से बोला था, what is a all pass filter which we have not discussed, maybe here we can quickly show you what is it about before we go to the next. क्या होगा हाई, इसको बोलते हैं ऑल पास. ऑल पास का क्या मीनिंग है, ये तो यदि ट्रांसफर फंक्शन बना एच का मैग्नीट्यूड निकाला, एच जे ओमेगा बाय एच जीरो समझो इसका वैल्यू निकाला, तो ये तो कांस्टेंट है, एवरीथिंग इज पासिंग, तो फिल्टर तो कुछ किया नहीं उसने. ये फ्लैट कब आ सकता है, इसका ट्रांसफर फंक्शन करीब करीब ऐसा होना चाहिए, equivalently, this is not the exact one. What is it trying to tell you, this transfer function? जीरो और पोल एक ही जगह पर है, 1/RC पर ही है, एक जीरो है एक पोल है, उसका क्या मीनिंग है, 20 dB एक जाता है तो दूसरा -20 dB शुरू कर देता है वहीं पर. So at every frequency you get flat, is that correct? However, even if you see this function, इसका ट्रांसफर फंक्शन तो ठीक है ऐसा है मैग्नीट्यूड, पर इसका क्या चेंज होगा, इसका फेज, okay, phase can vary depending on RC values, phase can vary from 0 to 180 degree. So whenever the transfer function filters you create and you want a particular phase at the output between in and out, then you connect the last stage of your filter can be a all pass filter with proper phase requirements. Is that clear to you? What is the advantage of this? इसका गेन तो 1 ही हो गया ना, सब कुछ पास है, ओके, बट उसका फेज एडजस्ट किया जा सकता है, क्योंकि ये माइनस प्लस जो वैल्यूज है इसका यदि फेज tan इनवर्स निकालेंगे दो इसका, तो इसका फेज वेरिंग है RC पर. इज दैट करेक्ट? सो द नेट फेज एट द आउटपुट compared to your input need not be just the product of their magnitude H1, H2, H3, H4, but also I can adjust my final phase with the input. Is that correct? Many requirements, the output should be either 180 degree off or less than 180 for the stability case. So we actually create the last stage as all pass filters, okay. Though it does not change your whatever H1, H2 you brought, everything it will pass anyway, but it will give you a phase whatever phase difference between the final stage of filter to the actual stage where you are connecting. So please remember, the all pass filter as such word seems to be funny. Why are if everything is passing, what is being filtered? Okay, there is nothing is actually, what is phase is also. Please remember, any complex system will have something e to the power j phi, magnitude into e to the power j phi. So it is the magnitude may be one unity everywhere, but the phase is not. Is that clear? And that phase variations can be attained by proper choice of RCs. Is that clear? This essentially is the trick of phase controls. Okay, we do something called phase control oscillators. Okay, we do use some such property there. Is that correct? Phase control oscillators. Okay. Okay. All the filters which we are going to talk are essentially, in real life this can be a polynomial of n by n or m by n. It can be s cube, s4, sn, same way s b0 s something more up to sn. But उसमें से मैंने स्क्वायर टर्म्स ही रख ली, उसको क्या बोलेंगे, क्यों बोला इसका नाम बाय क्वाड्रेटिक? तो न्यूमरेटर भी क्वाड्रेटिक फंक्शन है और डिनोमिनेटर भी क्वाड्रेटिक फंक्शन है. सो इन फिल्टर we actually try to see whether both Butterworth or Chebyshev functions are biquadratic in nature. Is that correct? We are looking for biquadratic functions. Okay. What is that now I am talking about? It's called implementation. अभी तो real life आ गया, अभी कैसे implement करते हैं? तो we say okay, let's look functions. If I have a biquadratic function like this, a2s square plus a1s by a0 upon s square plus b1s plus b0, this is also given in Cedra Smith and me. I can part of this function I can create into low pass, bypass, band pass, high pass, whatever it is. Okay. So देखो यदि न्यूमरेटर में सब कुछ s टर्म्स नहीं है, यानी जीरोज नहीं है, सिर्फ कांस्टेंट वैल्यू है, something called k. If that functions are k upon s square omega 0 by q s, s is this, plus omega 0 square. Have any time you heard of the word q? q क्या होता है actually? Quality factor ना, omega l by r 1 upon omega r c, they are also quality factor. Now this quality factor का एक और दूसरा क्या बोलते हैं अवतार है. If I apply a step input to any amplifier or any circuit, the output essentially does not respond instantaneously. Is that point clear? What did I say? If I give, okay, maybe that figure which I have I can still use. If I apply a step input, something like this, which is my input, so the output does not respond immediately, it starts rising, and let us say transfer function has a value 1, it should have actually reached here, it did not. So what it did? Sorry, what is this word we call? Ringing, okay, ringing. So it starts ringing. Of course settles, okay. तो आइडियली क्या चाहिए था मुझे, ऐसा ही चाहिए था, ऐसा तो नहीं मिला मुझे, रिंग हो गया. ज़्यादा इसका जो डैम्पिंग फैक्टर है जो कि इसको जल्दी से नीचे लाएगा उसको बोलते के, स्मॉल के रादर. इसका डेफिनेशन ये है कि ये 1/2q होता है k, which is the damping factor, or in some books it will be zeta, okay, it will be called zeta. So zeta is 1/2q. So what does that essentially means? That ideally I want something to happen like this, okay, depending on higher value. So you can see if I put a very high zeta 1 के करीब है तो ये ऐसा हो जाएगा, it may reach at asymptotically only to the actual value. Asymptotic का मीनिंग क्या है, इन्फिनिट पे जाके 1 होने वाला है. यदि मैं zeta कम रखूँगा तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा रिंग करके आ जाएगा. So I'll have to adjust my zeta so that very close to that value I will get flatter response there. Is that clear? So damping factor has something to do with the quality factor by a function which is this. Okay. So if the transfer function has a nature of k upon s square omega 0 by omega 0 is the pole, omega cutoff frequency into s, sorry यहाँ पर, plus omega 0, okay. Is it quadratic? S square plus s plus something, so it is a quadratic term. Numerator does not have any quadratic term, constant. ऐसा function low pass देगा, 2 poles है ना, low pass देगा. However, if the numerator has a term which contains s square, कितने जीरो है वहाँ पर, multiple 0 at 0, multiple 2 zeros at 0, okay, 40 dB से शुरू करेगा, ये हैं 2, तो क्या हो गया, फास्टर राइज किया और बाद में एस स्क्वायर टर्म तो एक दूसरे को कट कर देंगी तो वो फ्लैट हो गया, तो क्या मिला आपको, हाई पास. इन बैंड पास इंस्टेड ऑफ एस स्क्वायर यू नाउ वांट आफ्टरवर्ड अनदर कट ऑफ टू ऑकर, तो यहाँ सिर्फ एस रखो, ओके. तो यू कैन डू दिस analysis, but if you have a function which is k dot, remember the denominator is same everywhere, and in the band reject you should have cut off at some other point, so s square plus omega 0 square. यदि ऐसा function है तो it will be band reject. So if I can create by these two names I give, Butterworth and Chebyshev, functions closer to this, then I can say I am creating low pass, high pass, band reject. एक और चीज है, I say even this function should give me low pass. Why did I say so? It has a 0, okay, so initial value can be pumped up, okay, but then after the pole it actually starts falling down anyway. Okay. So इसकी वैल्यू भी बदली जा सकती है, ऐसा ही यदि s into s plus z है तो हाई पास भी बनाया जा सकता है. Is that clear? So generally this we may not use, but this is also possible in designs. We always use these 4 functions because easiest to make, okay, and these are the 4 functions we will realize in either Butterworth form or in Chebyshev form. What are the advantages of the two? Chebyshev gives me lesser number of poles circuit to create sharper fall, at the cost I will get ripple. Butterworth will not give me ripple or very little ripple, but will take larger number of poles to get the same as if Chebyshev. Chebyshev let us say 5 sections, Butterworth may take 7 sections or 8 sections. Is that clear? So at the cost of money, real cost, I may create Butterworth even for higher poles, but ideally I say I can choose either Chebyshev or Butterworth to my specifications. If this is my quadratic form, let us take the low pass one, it is h0 upon some constant के लिए अब h0 ओमेगा 0 से डिवाइड कर दिया और उसको मैंने h0 कर दिया. So it is h0 s square upon omega 0 square 1 upon qs upon omega 0 plus 1. ये एक ट्रांसफर फंक्शन है. कितने पोल्स दिखने चाहिए आपको? 2 पोल्स. अब h0 क्रिएट करने के लिए गेन चलेगा ना, लहर चाहिए ना, h0 के लिए गेन लगेगा. 1 होता तो जरूरत नहीं पड़ता, कुछ तो गेन फैक्टर चाहिए. तो ये जो एम्पलीफायर बनाया, दिस सर्किट हैज एन एम्पलीफायर हियर, इज दैट करेक्ट? R3 R4 रखा है ना, ये एम्पलीफायर है, गेन फंक्शन दिया मैंने आपको, उससे आप h0 क्रिएट करने वाले हैं. ये क्या है? ये 2 कैपेसिटर 2 रेजिस्टर, ये क्या है? ये 2 टाउज फंक्शंस हैं. यदि ये 2 सीरीज में रेजिस्टेंस है और 2 पैरेलल ऐसे कैपेसिटेंस है तो क्या सर्किट बना रहे थे हम? अभी बनाया ना 1 मिनट पहले, लो पास. ओके, लो पास. अब इसको, इसका ट्रांसफर फंक्शन इस फॉर्म में आता है कि नहीं, देखिए आप. इज दैट पॉइंट क्लियर? अभी निकाला ना, किरचॉफ लॉ सॉल्व करके इसका ट्रांसफर फंक्शन निकाला ना, इनटू गेन. इसमें ओनली थिंग इज इनटू इसका गेन भी है. तो ये ट्रांसफर फंक्शन और वो ट्रांसफर फंक्शन सेम आते हैं क्या, हम देख सकते हैं. इट फॉलोज द सिमिलर पैटर्न, देन व्हाट डू वी से, बाय क्वाड्रेटिक फॉर्म इस टाइप के इसमें फिट बैठेगा तो फिल्टर करने ही वाला है. इज दैट क्लियर? देयर इज से नो, इवन बफर वुड डू द सेम एज वेल एज दिस. बफर में हम ये गेन देना नहीं चाहते थे. नॉर्मल एम्पलीफायर भी R2 R1 एक रखोगे तो भी वो गेन ही है. Even op-amp does the same thing what buffer does. The only difference between buffer and an op-amp is that we do not want to use any additional components because I don't need gain there. If I need gain, I will put resistors. So essentially if R is shorted here, I am going to get a unity gain. That is what I am saying. Even in op-amp that out0 is still lower. Only thing is now it will be a function of these values, there it is the intrinsic value. Is that the difference clear? Now R3 R4 will also affect that R0 value. Is that clear? So R0 will not be same as what we naturally device was giving, it will get modified by these feedback factors. Is that correct? So there is slight difference, but the nature is same. R0 will go down and Ri will increase, will remain same independent of that. Is that clear to you? Only thing we are there, we are not interested in actually getting gain out of it, we only want resistance transfer, natural resistance is available, so put a buffer in, okay, or unity gain follower. Okay, okay. तो इसका मैंने एक ट्रांसफर फंक्शन बनाया, देखो अभी जैसे मैंने बनाया जस्ट डायरेक्टली वहां से उतारा है, फिर से देख सकते हो. R1 R2 C1 C2 S square plus S time bigger bracket C2 plus C2 into R1 R2 plus R1 C1 into 1 minus AV0 bracket close plus 1. Let us say R1 and R2 are same and that is R, and let us say C1 and C2 is also same, which is C. Okay. Then I get this function is R square C square S square RC3 माइनस AV0S प्लस 1। ये अभी ये देखो क्या है, what is this, why I am doing this, please look at my transfer function for low pass, s square omega 0 by q into s plus omega 0 square, ये ट्रांसफर फंक्शन चाहिए था ना बाइक्वाड में। If I create q is equal to this and omega 0 equal to this, then I am actually doing biquad. Is that clear? If I choose my q, which is under root r1 r2 c1 c2 divided by this r1 c1 minus this, and I choose my omega 0 is 1 upon r1 r2 c1 c2 under root of that, then I am essentially converting this function into s square plus omega 0 by qs plus omega 0 square, which is my biquad transfer function for low pass. Is that clear? अभी जो लो पास का जो फंक्शन बनाया है मैंने, I converted it equivalently in this form. This we already said by theory. Now if you can see the expression between the two is identical. So they are identical, only thing the values correspondingly should be like this. If these values are there, these two functions are identical. Is that correct? That means with these values this function will represent a low pass filter. Is that clear? You see this biquad function, which is this s square omega, this we have already proved by theory, this is a biquad, दो poles हैं, नीचे आने वाला है, equivalent यदि मैंने now please remember what did I do, I had to implement this function. So I said okay, here is a circuit with me, I tried this circuit by my earlier theory also, but I know I put this circuit, I evaluated its transfer function. Is that okay? Then I say if I compare with my biquad function, I get these values, and if I get these values, that this function and that biquad function is identical. Is that correct? Since that was a low pass filter, this also should do me a low pass action. Is that clear? With cutoff frequency now how much? 1 upon RC, R square C square means 1 upon RC, and Q is RC divided by this much. Is that clear? So if I get this, the cutoff frequency is 1 upon RC, Q is 1 minus 3 upon AV0, and for this, can you think why I put this condition? Q is AV0 should be less than 3. What will happen? If AV0 is greater than 3, what will happen? Look at this function, क्या होगा? वो minus, poles will go into the right half plane. Okay, so क्या हो गया, क्या बोला था स्टेबिलिटी का कि फेज मार्जिन हमेशा 180 से पहले रह जाना चाहिए, इसका मतलब पोल हमेशा लेफ्ट हाफ में ही रहना चाहिए, वो राइट हाफ में जा रहा था, तो कंडीशन क्या, is that now condition clear? This low pass filter will keep acting as a low pass as long as AV0 is less than 3. AV0 is decided by what? What is AV0 value there? 1 plus R2 by R1, or which is it is a, so R3 minus R3 by R2. R3 by R2 का ratio should never be greater than 3. Is that correct? It should be never be greater than 3. If that value is never greater than 3, then stability will achieve. This function will implement a low pass filter. Is that correct? At this cutoff, what is the fall it will start at this cutoff? ये डबल पोल है यहाँ पर 40 dB से नीचे आना शुरू हो गया आपका. Is that correct? जितने पोल, ट्रिक क्या खेल रहे हैं बताया कि आपको फिर से बताता हूँ मैं क्या बार बार करना चाहता हूँ और क्यों. What I am trying is, एक मेथड तो ऐसा है कि एक पोल यहाँ और दूसरा पोल यहाँ, then I am not sure whether phase stability is guaranteed. So what मैं के यहीं से यदि ऐसा किया तो सॉरी ऐसा किया तो मैं फिल्टर के बिल्कुल आइडियल सिचुएशन में जा रहा हूँ. इज दैट क्लियर? आई वांट आइडियली दिस, सो आई से ओके ऐसा नहीं ऐसा नहीं ऐसा नहीं, आई वांट टू कम एज क्लोज टू द आइडियल वैल्यू. सो पोल्स जितने उसी पॉइंट पे रहेंगे कट ऑफ पर उतना ही शार्प नीचे आएगा. 3 पोल होंगे तो कितने डीबी से नीचे आएगा? 60 dB से नीचे आएगा. 10 पोल लगाएंगे तो समझ लीजिए 1 whatever it is 2 मिनट 180 dB से नीचे आना शुरू है तो बहुत ही शार्प हो जाएगा. 10 पोल्स का मीनिंग क्या हुआ? कितने सेक्शन लगेंगे? 10 सेक्शन, इज दैट क्लियर? सो एक डेफिनेशन से मैंने आपको बताया कि कोई भी फिल्टर इस बाइक्वाड फंक्शन में फिट करिए, ओके। अच्छा, इसका हाई पास करना है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा, ये सीसी करिए और ये आरआर कर दीजिए और ये हाई पास हो जाएगा, इज दैट करेक्ट? दिस विल बिकम एन हाई पास, ओके। इनको अलग अलग पोल्स जीरो से एक जगह पर मत आने दीजिए, एक को 20 dB रखिए, एक को 20 dB जीरोस पे रखिए, लो पास हाई पास अलग अलग करिए, तो बैंड पास और बैंड रिजेक्ट भी इसी से क्रिएट हो सकते हैं, इज दैट क्लियर? वहाँ एक जीरो जरूर चाहिए। हाँ, जीरो के लिए क्या करना पड़ता है, एक आउटपुट टू इनपुट फीडबैक जो है थोड़ा पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए ना, फीड फॉरवर्ड सिचुएशन आनी चाहिए। यदि फीड फॉरवर्ड नहीं हुआ तो जीरो क्रिएट नहीं होता। नॉर्मल एम्पलीफायर में फीड फॉरवर्ड रहता ही है, फीडबैक ज़्यादा रखते हैं इसलिए नेट निगेटिव हो जाता है, पर यदि वो नेट निगेटिव कम किया जाए तो पॉजिटिव फीडबैक क्रिएट किया जा सकता है, तो हम जीरो भी बना सकते हैं। Some other day I'll show you in a given circuit how zeros are introduced. I already explained you how zero is. एक पॉइंट से आउटपुट जाते वक्त, इनपुट टू आउटपुट जाते वक्त, if you have two paths out of phase at a given frequency, they have same value, then the zero is created, output goes to zero, is that correct? That condition always can be created by proper choices of frequency as well as the components you use. एक सिर्फ कैपेसिटर से जीरो क्रिएट नहीं होगा, क्या करना पड़ेगा, वहाँ पर एक आरसी डालना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। ऐसा सोचिए कि क्या करने से जीरो भी लाया जा सकता है, ठीक है। दिस इज अनदर विच इज इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट फिल्टर, ओके। दिस इज एन आईसी फिल्टर, ओके। इसका यह मतलब नहीं है कि आईसी नहीं है, इसमें आईसीज और कंपोनेंट यूज किए गए हैं, डिस्क्रीट है यहाँ पर। ये एक इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट फिल्टर ही है, बाजार में ऐसे ही मिलता है वो। व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ऑपरेशनल एम्पलीफायर एंड ऑपरेशनल ट्रांसकंडक्टेंस एम्पलीफायर? क्या फर्क होता होगा? इनपुट कुछ है, आउटपुट का रेशियो। एम्पलीफायर चार तरह के मैंने बोला था, तो ट्रांसकंडक्टेंस एम्पलीफायर का क्या आउटपुट होगा, करंट। इनपुट क्या होगा, वोल्टेज। सो इफ आई हैव एन एम्पलीफायर हुज आउटपुट करंट इज कंट्रोल्ड बाय इनपुट सिग्नल, then I have a operational transconductance amplifier. Typically op-amp का यदि बफर स्टेज जो मैंने दिखाया नहीं आपको, आउटपुट से दिखाया नहीं, दिखाऊंगा मैं आपको, वो हटा दिया जाए तो एम्पलीफायर थोड़ा सा मॉडिफाई करते हैं, डिफैम प्लस गेन स्टेज, 2 गेन स्टेज लगाते हैं, एंड सच इज कॉल्ड OTA, ऑपरेशनल ट्रांसकंडक्टेंस एम्पलीफायर। फॉरगेट अबाउट व्हाट इज इनसाइड दिस, उसकी प्रॉपर्टी सिर्फ ढूंढ लीजिए। एंड OTA में जो इसका सिंबल देख लीजिए, क्या डिफरेंस है सिंबल में, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस यू सी। इधर ऐसा एक कट लगाया हुआ है मैंने, ट्रायंगल नहीं बनाया, क्या बनाया है, ट्रेपेजॉइड बना दिया मैंने। ये हायर है और ये लोअर है, इतना ही ध्यान रखो, ओके। सो यू हैव अ डिफरेंस सिग्नल ऑफ V2 माइनस V1 और V1 माइनस V2, एंड देयर इज एन आउटपुट करंट एंड देयर इज ए बायस करंट कॉल्ड I बायस, जो कि कहाँ से आता है I बायस करंट, जो डिफैम का लोअर स्टेज R5 लगाते हैं ना, वो उसका बायस करंट देता है ISS, वही I5 है, I बायस है यहाँ पर। यदि इसका आउटपुट करंट I आउट है, सो इसका जो गेन है उसको GM, कैपिटल GM बोलते हैं, G कैपिटल, दैट इज ट्रांजिस्टर का GM या नॉर्मल GM जो होगा डिफैम का, GM1 प्लस GM2 है, एक्चुअली GM इफेक्टिव है, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय K है, K इज ए मल्टीप्लाइंग फैक्टर, सो आई कैन इंप्रूव द ट्रांसकंडक्टेंस बाय दिस K फैक्टर, ओके। करंट कैसे बढ़ाते हैं आउटपुट में, एक मिरर करके करंट बढ़ाया, कैसे बढ़ाते हैं, साइज उसका डबल ट्रिपल, सो K इज एसेंशियली ए साइज फैक्टर, ओके। एक एम्पलीफायर में एक ट्रांजिस्टर का GM कैसा होता है, 2 बीटा डैश W बाय इनटू I बायस। इसको यदि K टाइम्स कर दिया जाए, K1 भी रख सकते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है, GM कैन बी GM, ओके। सो दिस इज द फंक्शन। अब एक देखो इतना सिंपल सर्किट, इसको इन फिल्टर्स को भी, इनका एक और नाम है GM/C और GMC फिल्टर। अभी देखो इधर एक OTA है, उसका एक इनपुट Vin है, नॉन इन्वर्टिंग पर दिया है, इसके फीडबैक पाथ में पार्शियली फॉलोअर लग जैसे लिखा है, पर यहाँ एक कैपेसिटर लगाया है मैंने, ओके, और आउटपुट करंट इज I out, ओके। सो व्हाट इज V out? करंट, तो प्लीज रिमेंबर, इज एनी करंट कैन गो हियर? No current can enter op amp. So whatever is coming here must go through the capacitance. Is that point clear? No current can enter op amp. यहाँ से आने वाला current can only pass through capacitor as it cannot get into the input op amp. Okay. So यहाँ और यहाँ का current I out है. So I out into 1 upon CS is my V out. So I out by Vin is capital GM, which is what the transconductance amplifier gave, and assume right now K is 1, okay. So GM is GM. However, I out by transconductance की theory से I out कितना होना चाहिए? Capital GM times V in minus V out. ये कितना वोल्टेज है? V out. ये कितना वोल्टेज है? ये फीडबैक है ना, so V out. So V in minus V out is the difference potential. So GM times VD is the actual current which is coming out for an OTA. Correct the terms, ये और ये को मिलाओ. So V out by V in is 1 upon CS upon 1 upon GM. पोल किधर है? GM by C पर एक पोल है, GM by C पर एक पोल है. Is that correct? इसको एडजस्ट करो ना, ये C को नीचे ले आओ, GM को 1 upon GM है ना. 1 upon GM यानी क्या, रेजिस्टेंस है कि क्या है? GM इज कंडक्टेंस, सो 1 upon GM इज रेजिस्टेंस. सो 1 upon RCS लो पास फिल्टर का फंक्शन दिख रहा है आपको, 1 plus RCS. पोल इज एट 1 upon RC, but R is 1 upon GM. So GM upon C. This is the pole. Is that correct? यदि ये पोल है मतलब क्या, कट ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी है लो पावर इसके लिए. ये जो सर्किट है इसका एक बहुत बड़ा लिमिटेशन है. लेट्स से आई वांट ए लो पास व्हिच हैज ए वेरी हाई कट ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी. सो व्हाट डज दैट मीन? दैट इज ए फिल्टर हैज ए बैंडविड्थ ऑफ 10 मेगाहर्ट्ज और 100 मेगाहर्ट्ज. क्या जरूरी है? C should be small, okay. But C can be created in a silicon circuit, whatever smallest 0.01 per farad, some 1 femtofarad, tens of femtofarad I may create. पर उसके प्रोपोर्शन में GM भी कम होना चाहिए, isn't it? सॉरी, GM भी बढ़ाना चाहिए. GM बढ़ाना है क्या होगा यहाँ पर? साइज बढ़ाना. सो यदि इतना बड़ा ट्रांजिस्टर रखा और उतना सा कैपेसिटर रखा तो बैंडविड्थ बढ़ा सकते हैं, पर रियल लाइफ में आपको W/L 4, 8, 12 से ज़्यादा नहीं बढ़ाने देंगे. तो इसको बहुत छोटा बड़ा नहीं कर सकते, इसको बहुत छोटा नहीं कर सकते. इसका मतलब क्या है कि इसकी बैंडविड्थ हमेशा लिमिटेड ही रहेगी. इज दैट करेक्ट? व्हाई GMC फिल्टर्स आर नॉट वेरी वेरी पॉपुलर? तो दे आर यूज्ड वेयर दे विल यूज लेस देन ए मेगाहर्ट्ज कट ऑफ चाहिए है आपको, हंड्रेड्स ऑफ किलोहर्ट्ज, 500 किलोहर्ट्ज, तो ये सिंपल फिल्टर यूज हो सकता है. इससे ज़्यादा करने के लिए क्या जरूरी होगा आपको? GM बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. अल्टरनेटिवली GM कहाँ से बढ़ा सकते हैं आप? I बायस से, पर I बायस बढ़ाए तो पावर डिसिपेट कर जाएगा. ओके, सो यू हैव टू नाउ वरी इन ए चिप हाउ मच पावर आई विल बी गिवन टू डिसिपेट, what is the smallest value of capacitance I can create during whatever processing I have, and therefore what is the maximum size I will be allowed to, because the area constraint. So maximum frequencies can never be greater than a megahertz. Is that correct? Why megahertz? नहीं तो पूछे ऐसा, किसी थ्योरी में तो कुछ भी रख सकते हो ना, इधर 10 to power 100 रखो, इधर 10 to power -24 लिखो, तो gigahertz क्या, whatever number we can create, that's maths. But in reality such OTA filters can be used only for limited frequency range up to a megahertz maximum, preferably 500 kilohertz. Okay, ये maximum frequency मिलती है आपको. ये C जो आपको दिखाया ये छोटा क्यों नहीं हो सकता? इसमें अभी तक हमने बोला नहीं, वहाँ पैरासिटिक्स हैं सब, वो इसके सब पैरेलल में आ रहे हैं. तो आप एक्चुअल C भले ही छोटा कर दें जिससे आप बना रहे थे, बट बाकी कैपेसिटेंस ही उसको मार देंगे एक्चुअली, C1 प्लस C2 हो जाएंगे वो, C1 C2 C3 भी आएंगे. So it is difficult to reduce C, net C, difficult to increase GM, and there we say GM by C is limited up to a megahertz or preferably 500 kilohertz. Most of the low frequency continuous filters are OTA filters. Most of the low frequency up to 100 kilohertz guaranteedly it works fantastic. So GMC filter, what is the advantage? Low power relatively, very few components, so very small chip, very cheap chip, okay, and can filter it up to few kilohertz, 100 kilohertz. Okay. These filters are extensively used in almost every hardware where audio signal frequencies are in nature, whatever system you are looking mostly on audio, then these filters are ideal. वीडियो कहाँ से शुरू होता है? 60 मेगाहर्ट्ज एंड अबव, तो ये वीडियो रेंज के लिए नहीं है, इज दैट करेक्ट? 60 मेगाहर्ट्ज के अभाव ये यूज़ नहीं होगा, 60 तक जाएगा ही नहीं, इसलिए ऑडियो रेंज तक ही ये फिल्टर यूज़ किए जा सकते हैं, इज दैट करेक्ट? दिस इज ऑल्सो बाइक्वाड because it also uses the same low pass function. मैं कल आपको बताऊंगा, पर आप आज जाने के पहले आपको एक फिगर बताता हूँ. 2 OTAs and 2 capacitors can be manipulated by different signals at V1, V2, V3, 0, 1, 0, 1 करिए, and you can create all 4 filters out of that. We'll come back to it. Like next time we'll start on this. Just want to show you. अभी जो एक दिखाया मैंने, इसी को यूज़ करते हुए, इसी थ्योरी को यूज़ करते हुए हमने एक यूनिवर्सल फिल्टर बनाया है जो कि चारों फिल्टर डिज़ाइन कर सकता है, बट नन ऑफ देम विल बी गुड. इसके होने के बाद देन विल शो कि अच्छा ही चाहिए तो फिर क्या करते हैं. तो फिर बटरवर्थ और शिवेशा की तरफ नज़र डालेंगे और अच्छा फिल्टर बना लेंगे. ओके, ये सर्किट मैं आपको फिर से बताऊंगा, जस्ट टू शो यू दैट सेम ब्लॉक कैन बी यूटिलाइज्ड टू मेक universal